to be some really great announcements, in my opinion. And so if you're new here, welcome to the Smart Life Club. We share tips, motivation, inspiration, and we share all kinds of sharing between everybody so that we get to be together. Thank you for jumping on, everybody. See you getting on board. And create thrivability. How do we create thrivability? That's when all boats rise. And that's what this show is about. And today at our coffee break show, if you're new, do me a favor and put your name down below so we can know and like you. And if you've been watching the club and watching the show for years now, thank you for being with us. Thank you for being on with us. Good morning, Lachelle. Nice to see you on. And I appreciate you guys being here. We have some big announcements today. We are so excited, or I'm so excited. I've been having to hold these secrets for months. And if you know me, I'm not the best secret keeper. I want to tell everybody. I get so excited. Anyway, if you're on with us on YouTube, welcome to the show. Hit that subscribe button right now and you can see us Monday through Friday. We go live every single Monday through Friday, and we have good announcements. Good morning. What a beautiful day, said Robin. Nice to see you on. So look at this. I know it's really great. Good morning from Lachelle, the mother of the world, the amazing mom of the world. Yes, thank you for being here. I'm looking at this. Robin says, good morning. What a beautiful day. Yes, it is a beautiful day today. So I want to get down to business, but I want to, tell you about what's happening. I see you climbing on board. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad you've been here. I hope you have your cup of coffee. I hope you have your cup of joe. I hope you have your cup of sunshine in the morning that makes you happy. The first thing I want to say today, the most important thing, and I want to say this right now, one of the most important things is going to happen tomorrow. It's our Wednesday welcome guest, and our Wednesday welcome guest is Brian G. Pixie Dust Poodle Wrangler Johnson. And what is so great about him? Well, I'll tell you, he is the guy that is the YouTube master. In fact, he is the group master, the Facebook group master. He knows how to generate and build communities. He knows how to monetize it so that you can create wealth. He is a master at creating income online for people. He's going to be in here tomorrow sharing his gifts, sharing his talent, sharing his knowledge, giving you what you need to go ahead and be successful in your own business or start that online gig that you've always wanted to start, that channel that you've always wanted to build. He wrote the best-selling book on how to do that. He's going to be here tomorrow. He's going to be sharing his gifts with you. And for me, that is going to be a very important show to bring you. Good morning, smart ones, from Jane. Sorry, Jan. Jane. That E kills me, huh? I make that E silent when I see it. Jan is no E. Jane E. I know I do this every morning. Good morning. Good morning. And we have a good morning from Dee Dee. Welcome to the show. So glad to see you. All welcome guests. That's right. So tomorrow's going to be a powerful day. It's going to be a powerful start. Now I'm going to start talking about stuff that we have been withholding for several months, brewing in the back of this club, brewing in the back of this group right here. We have been trying to figure out how to serve you more, how to serve you better, how to serve you in a way that benefits you. So the Coffee Break Show has been there right now with this pandemic. Every guest that is there is to help you create new sources of income, new sources of ideas, release your stress, help you grow. These are the things that we've been growing. We have a big dedication of serving humanity. That's what we really want to be doing. And the future of this, that means that has grown. And we are going to be changing a few things in the club to add more value to you. It's still going to be the same old club that you love. It's still going to be, you can share all the posts and do like we all do here, but we want to help each other rise. And so we're going to be adding 2 more new shows to this channel. We're going to be changing the name up a little bit. We are moving the name, and I'll talk about the name later, but it's still going to be the same Smart Life Club. There's still going to be the coffee break show, but we're adding 2 other shows. We're going to add a business and family life show, and we're going to add something called Smart Perspectives. These shows mean that I'm in collaboration with some really top-notch people. One of them I did a Wednesday live with, and this is how this conversation started, and you'll be meeting them. And the shows that are coming on right now are going to be here permanently. One of them is made by a whistleblower reporter. The Smart Perspective show is going to be it's going to be a topic brought to you, and I think it's going to be once or twice a week right now, and it is going to be about what you need to know about the future and all kinds of things that are necessary to protect your prosperity, to protect your freedom, to protect everything that's going on in the world. It's going to be done. The journalist that is taking this is a 20-year veteran of the journalistic news reporting for ABC, NBC, and CBS. And he's also a meteorologist, so he is going to be talking about some of the weather things that are happening in the world as well. You'll know him as Scott Stevens, and he's going to be on the Smart Perspective show, which is exciting to me. You have no idea how good this is. I mean, it's like there's going to be a 7 p.m. show, and these are all Mountain Standard Times. So East Coast, it'll be different, but you'll see announcements and everything else. Next Wednesday, I just want to put this up right here. The Smart Perspective show, what you need to know about the present and future to protect your freedoms, to protect your prosperity, to protect everything, done by a journalistic reporter. It's going to be a journalist news show that is going to be, starting next week. So next week on Wednesday as well, we have another guest that you guys know, and it's the Business, Family, and Life show. That show is going to be happening on this particular thing, the Business Life show, and it's going to be headed by one of the smartest, most incredibly successful women who have raised such great families, such great success with both her family and her career. And you guys know her as Tracy Wilson, and she is going to be doing a show twice a week as well on this channel, so that we're bringing quality shows into this group so that people can have more at their fingertips. Obviously, behind you, I want to see that there is the new cover and the new Ultimate Guide to Smart Cash Flow Secrets. That book is coming out, and there's a couple of others coming out. Good evening from Iraq. Nice to see you, Sangar. Nice to see you with us. Thank you for being here today. I'm glad to have you on board. I hope you're doing well in your country. Thank you for being here. And so what I want to say is it's time for us to grow. We've been growing and thinking about growing and thinking about how best to serve you, how best to get you the most information that you need. We believe, when we came together to do this, we talked about how to serve. And so we know that serving means that we have to put our egos aside about what we want and know what you want. And so we're going to serve you at our highest caliber right now by providing you with information and things that you're going to need, and connections that you're going to need, and networking that you are going to need. You will know in a minute how excited we are to be in this group working around, and we have things on the table that we're going to add that are going to help benefit you so that you can grow or get some of the needs that you have met, so that we break some of the barriers of the things that have broken down. So I'll give you an example of that. We're probably going to do live networking where a network meeting will happen on in the club right by itself, so you guys can share and meet each other and share what you do. I love that. Putting your egos aside to serve. Yes. Thank you very much, Lachelle. This is a big deal. when we take people on board who create shows, we have to really, really work together to serve. I mean, who are you serving? You're serving the divine, and you're obviously serving humanity. That's really what we're about. We don't want to serve just a group of people or we want to serve humanity at the highest level right now. And for that, putting your ego aside and listening in and really, contemplating, really praying about what it is how you can serve people best. That is and one of the most important things is people are confused. Some of their jobs are 17 million, is probably higher this week. 17 million people just have lost their income sources. How can we help them? What the future is going to be like? What's it going to be like after all of that's done? There's so much robotics. There's so much AI coming in. These people who've lost their jobs may not have something to go back to. What's going to happen then? We want to keep our eye on the pulse of it and not try to politicize it. That's not what we're looking at. We want to create discernment and well-being. We want to create a place for people to know and grow and go when they want to thrive, when they want to find out factual information, not fake information. When they want to have guests that are experts in their field, they're going to be here. When we have shows that are, Wednesday Welcome, we get the top people that we can in the industry to come in and tell you how you can do this, what you can do. It's not about, like Joe Vitale came in and he talked about money is speed. And that's like, a $10,000 program too. He gave you all of that for free. Isabel Tierney came in and she gave you all of that clarity, all of that stress reset, all of that for free. It's just free information so that you can grow, so that you can go, so that you have opportunities that other people can benefit from. We want to help those who serve humanity. We're going to be the company that serves humanity. Isn't it a beautiful thing that we serve? It's so easy to put the ego aside. It's a good practice. Yes, it is. When you're working, you want a team that's going to do everything together with you. It's the grand experiment, isn't it? It's the grand experiment. Can we serve the world at a higher level when we get together? It's not about whose show is best. It's not about who's getting better ratings or more people on. It's about, is this serving humanity at the top level? And every day I'm going to stretch that and grow that. Well, the second thing is we're going to be changing the name of this from the Smart Life Club. And we are going to be switching. You're going to see switches in admin. The admin of this particular channel is going to be switching as well. And you're going to be seeing a network come up, like a broadcasting network as well, where we're in there and you have shows that you can see and you have people you can talk with, people you can work with, people from all around the world. It's like when we do the networking, Sangar can actually get on from Iraq and say hello to everybody and be with us and talk with us. But more important, to help you, we want to help you network with each other so that you can grow, so that you can actually expand how you're working with people. Because it seems to me that this is the first wave of being quarantined, if you will, or socially isolating or social distancing, whatever you want to call it. And what's happened is there's a lot more going online. There's a lot more happening in the can. So I want to let you know we still have a couple of new books coming out. We have a book and a co-authored by Tracy Wilson. It's called The She Myth. And that's going to be out in just a few weeks. We also have new books coming out with everything intended to inform you, help you, and get you to the place where you can make the decisions you need to make moving forward if the economy collapses and stays there, or if the economy collapses and rise up. How can you take advantage of those things? What do you need to know to go ahead and get on a solid footing? We also want to help create joint venturing and strategic alliances for you. This is going to be a place where you get to have fun, roll your sleeves back up, share in a coffee break, have some time to relax and downtime and see some fun things. We want to talk about stuff that is spiritual, that is, benefiting everybody's emotional care. That is going to go up as well. But I want to tell you, one of the most important things you can ask yourself in your life, the most important thing that you can ask yourself in your life isn't, what is my purpose? It's not, what is my purpose? If I could just find my purpose, then man, everything would go right. That sentence needs to be different. It needs to say, how can I serve? How can I serve? Those are the most important questions you can ask yourself. How can you serve? And if you answer the how you can serve, the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to start with, well, I can serve with what I know. Okay, so go deeper than that. And the second layer you'll say is, or most people say is, well, I can serve with what I believe. It's what I know, or what it's something deeper than that. It's something that's actually challenging to you, that helps you expand, that helps you grow. It's not just serving with what you know. It's not just serving with what you believe. Those aren't services. Services is the place in the unknown where you have to have faith in what you're doing. Serving is stretching you. It's reaching you. It's reaching your hand up to the divine and allowing something else to be present with you other than what you think and what you believe. Those two things can change on a dime, what you think and what you believe. And when you reach across the aisle and say, this is who I am right now, but this is what I'm becoming, and this is how I'm going to serve the greater good. Serving the greater good means looking at all of humanity. It's not looking at your neighbors or just your community or just your job. It's serving in a big way, the big serve. Then you start with your community. You start with your community, then you expand, and then you expand. The cool thing now is that once you get on these lives, once you get this, you're serving humanity from the get-go. And that's the difference. Whether you're on YouTube, it's a global station. When in every country, in every language, in every anything, people can hit translations and watch your show and have Japanese subtitles for them so they can see your show anywhere in the world, anytime you are. So when you're looking at serving, how can you serve humanity in that global range? That's the thing that we're looking at. That's the thing that's going to change here. You're going to see some transformation. It'll look different, but it'll be the same warm and cozy place. Hang on a second. I got to get a drink here. I love the Java. I love coffee. Thank you very much. Let's see what we got here. Michelle says, love the evolution. I was just mentioned this on my Facebook Live this morning. Great minds think alike. That's right. America's Supermom. There you go. If you haven't, contacted or seen Michelle, you should. How can I serve? So true. Gives you a foundation of gratitude. Yes, that is so true. Yes, this is how I can serve the greater good. I see so many of you on right now, and I'm wondering if you could, there he is. Good morning. Here it is. Just answering the question, how can I serve, is the opportunity to grow. Yes, it is. It puts your ego in the back pocket. You have to listen into something else other than yourself. How can I serve? The question I ask myself, excuse me, is I want to ask myself, am I serving at the highest level? Am I bringing my A game every single time while I'm serving? That's so important for me. Thank you for this, Stephen, because I think it's so important to have the opportunity to serve. And so what is going to happen here is we're going to be changing the look a little bit. It's going to be brighter, more poppy. It's going to be a little bit bigger, but I want you to know this. This is a place where people can come together and thrive. And we are going to create a place of thrivability by giving people what they actually need, and listening to people like they actually need to be listened to. So if somebody says, I'd like to know more about, or can you help me with, or whatever, it's like the object of the group is to create thrivability, and that comes in a lot of ways. And right now, that's the thing that has been hit. It's a different type of thrivability right now, and it's unfamiliar to most people. Most people think thrivability is to have a great family and you got a house and you got a job and everything's with you. They don't see right now the thrivability in quarantining. They're like, wow, I can't go outside and it's such a beautiful day and I miss my friends. And, I don't know what I'm going to do for money. I don't know what I'm going to do for this. I don't know what I'm going to do for that. But if we stop and we take a look at the opportunities, the first question you should ask is, how do I look and see where opportunities are? And I remember, hey, nice to see you on Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. And the man is here. Hey. I want to let you know that I think that Robert C. Stern has a post in the group right now, and it says, can you help? And I'm asking everybody in the group, if you can help him out, please take a picture and do the thing that I put 2 examples of us doing it in there. It'd be great if you helped him out do that as well, because he's got this cool project that he's doing. And thank you for being here, Mr. Man. So today, we're not going to be changing the flow of what's ever in the group, but you're going to be seeing some new logos for new shows. You're going to be seeing opportunities to engage. You're going to be seeing your lovely posts, your humor, your sense of everything else going. And I want to take a moment to thank those people that have supported this channel from the beginning, this group, this page, this process from the beginning. I want to thank everybody who's helped us grow and learn and discover new things. That shout out to Barb Tomlin. Barb has helped us create the software that we use, that we go live on multi-channels. She's coached us privately in the back for a little bit. Also, Robert Stern several times stepped up, made stuff for us, advertised the club. Stephen Uslak, he is like, thank you for sharing this. He shares our stuff out, promotes the show and this process so much. I want to say thank you to everybody who's done this out of kindness and love. It's made me such a better person to work with people, and work with people who love you no matter what. Let's see. Hey, I'm getting this on right here. Thank you. Pictures from all over the world coming in. Thank you. That is exciting. That is so exciting. Hope your project is moving along. People are really excited about that. Stephen says, one of my quotes is, there are many more opportunities in the world than people willing to go after them. Yes. It's interesting because Joe said it was like when an idea comes, the universe now gives it to 12 people. Money, love, speeds. The first person who takes action on it, that's where it grows. That's where you see a difference. That's where you see where things are actually moving. Those are great ways to help things happen. Okay, so, now I get to poke. What's the announcement? You're late. I've already announced the announcement. It's already at the beginning of this video. I'm going to go ahead and say it again. Here's another guy that's helped us out a lot. Sean, you are just rocking. Better late than never. That's right. Glad you're here. Nice to see you on board. Thank you for being here. So the announcement was made earlier. We're expanding into a whole network, changing the name of the group. See comments above. Thank you for asking. Thank you. Let's see. Opportunity is all around. If you open your mind, you will see them. Now, here's the thing. I agree with that so much. And Stephen said something about that too. Opportunity, seeing opportunity is a mindset skill. The ability to look at something and see how you can make lemonade out of it. It doesn't matter what it is. If there's an addition of something like, wow, here's how we can make lemonade over here and make this better, starting it and dealing with a problem, starting it from looking at the future, there's opportunities everywhere, but opportunity seeking is a mindset skill. It's just the same as negativity, where people are like, what's the opposite of opportunity? Negative, toxic, I don't know. That toxic thinking where you don't see any opportunity, the opposite of that, where everything's a problem, or it's just a brain skill set. It's not who you are. It's not who we are. It's not what we do. It's just simply a brain skill set. So I want to let you know, we're going to be starting these shows coming up. I'm going to be announcing when they are. I'll let you know. The Business, Family, and Life channel is going to be going live and having its first show on the 22nd, April 22nd. So it's next Wednesday, I think it is, that the show's going to go live. We'll put times and everything up for you so you can see these new opportunities. And so the key thing is, I agree with this. Yes, yes, and yes. It's like, yes, yes, yes. So here's the key thing. Let's go back here. Your mind is like a parachute. It doesn't open if it won't work. If it doesn't open, it won't work. So here's the thing. I always spend a lot of time concentrating. I mean, major hours on how you can look at your mind and switch it and begin to move it. My favorite quote ever done is by Wayne Dyer. It's change the way you look at things, and the things you look at will change. And this is the key to your mind. Change the way it opens, and the things you look at will open. I mean, that's opportunity. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at will change. The reason I like that one is because Wayne Dyer made it very clear. It's you that has to take the action. You have to change your mind. That's change the way you look at things, and the things you look at will change. That is such a powerful thing. We think sometimes that we have karma and that we don't have power over our lives. Just karma has it. Well, you do probably have karma. You probably have something like that. And you have the ability to overcome any of that. That's all within you. It's all that the threshold. The threshold to thrivability is that mindset shift, that one mindset shift, and things can happen. So Lachelle says, what you focus on expands. Creativity breeds creativity. Yes. Whatever you focus on grows, whether it's positive or negative. It's that same thing. Thoughts can only do two things, right? Impair you or empower you. There you go. And so one of the things, I love this, my coach always said to me multiple times, and then it hit me, focus equals flourish. Yes, but you flourish on whatever you're focusing on. And that's the key, isn't it? That focusing and flourishing. Those are the things that can really, really be there with people. Let's see. That could be today's quotable. It'll be today's quotable. Thank you. Here we go. Our Corgi mom came on. Hey, Barb, sorry to be late. Urgent issues on my groups. Wow. Need this break for sure. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So it's been a lot going on today. And we have been talking about right now seeing opportunities. And we've been talking about the shifts that are going to happen in this group, and what we're going to be adding, but we said it at the beginning over there. So I don't want to say it a third time, but we're going to be growing and expanding and moving forward and learning to serve people at their highest level. And one of the things that's happening right now is that we've been talking about looking at opportunity. Because what's interesting about the opportunities right now, especially with Robert saying, focus equals flourish. I want to put this up here because this is really a big deal. What you focus on is what flourishes in your life. Do you get that? If you focus on negativity, that's what's going to flourish in your life. If you focus on your fear, that's what's going to flourish in your life. If you focus on anger, that's what's going to flourish in your life. If you focus on opportunities, that's what's going to flourish in your life. If you focus on joy and enrichment and thriving, guess what? That's what's going to flourish in your life. It's very simple. The key thing is, how do we learn to work the vehicle of ourselves? How do we learn to create that kind of thrivability in the world? I love that. That's the focus equals flourish. That's it. Whatever is flourishing. And we have to get really clear with ourselves. Sometimes we believe our negative mind. We believe the story that somebody's trying to hurt us and it's somebody else's fault and that it's somebody else's that's doing somebody wrong song. And sometimes we blame. So let me tell you, if blaming is what you do, that's what's going to flourish in your life. Whatever seeds you plant will grow. Stephen, I love your stuff. You're always so good with that. Whatever seeds you plant will grow. Simple, isn't it? So what happens right now is we're planting new seeds. We started planting seeds. We're planting new seeds. We're expanding. We're growing. And I'm going to invite you to come along to the journey with us even more. What I want to say also is that I'm going to say thank you to everybody who's been hardcore on the journey with us right now. Everybody who has joined us on the journey, we are expanding, we're growing, we are doing new things. And I just want to say, I think it's so wonderful that so many of you have given of your heart. So many of you don't know that when this show goes into syndication and it goes out everywhere, it's just there. And some 200-300 people see it afterwards. And your words and your giving helps them remember that whatever seeds they plant, they'll grow. It helps them remember. Okay, Sean is being funny. He said, I planted peas and broccoli, which is good because vegetables will grow. Thank you. So what happens is when you get to the planting phase, you want to ask yourself what you're planting now, because that is your future, isn't it? So if you want your future to flourish, doesn't it make sense? Doesn't it make sense that you would pay attention to what it was that you were planting in the moment? Doesn't it make sense that your ventures, even though you don't always have to know how, or it's the first time you've done something, let me tell you, the first time you do something, that's when it's the slowest, because you're like, okay, how do I do this? And oh, I made a mistake. And I remember the first time my grandmother taught me to crochet. So I crocheted and I crocheted and I crocheted and I crocheted. And I had like, about this much done. And there was a mistake in the middle. And what happened was she said, oh, there's a mistake in the middle. So she unwound everything that I had done, which scared me. I was like, no. And she said, okay, now we fix the mistake. And now we keep knitting until it gets done. And so what I found from her, from that thing, was to have patience, because sometimes you got to back and clear out a mistake and then go forward. This is all what thrivability happens. You grow from it. You correct your mistakes. So be patient with us. We're going to have fun with it. Let's see. Here we go. Planting is great. You need to nourish it as it grows also. That's right. Don't forget to water and feed it. Part of planting is the commitment to consistency until you see fruition in what it is that was going to be there. The first time is working out all the bugs, developing your systems and routines. Yes. And that to me is the toughest part, organizing it so that you have a well-oiled machine. Then with practice, you get more efficient, learn shortcuts, and become more proficient. That's what happens. And that's where the speed comes. And when the speed comes, the money comes as well. So the other thing is learning to work well with your team, learning to produce joint ventures that can absolutely help you grow your company. Just explains why I'm so slow with this process. At least it's justified. Laugh out loud. Yes, that's funny. And I love that. Thank you. Yes. I don't know how long broccoli takes to grow, or peas, but peas are good. Broccoli's good. Yes, it can just set it and forget it. So later, what's going to happen is we're going to be moving all of these things into the future. We're going to be serving you at a higher level. You are going to see some changes in the group and think, did I come to the right place? Yes, you're at the right place. You're going to see some new shows show up. You're going to be looking at new books that are happening, like this one right here. we're going to be providing you with a few more opportunities to meet each other and be able to look at how you can help someone else in their business, or be helped by someone in their business. I love this. Thank you. I need this. This is why I love Stephen right here. Stephen Covey called it sharpening the saw. That's correct. Thank you, everybody who has helped me sharpen the saw for this. And I mean this in the most humble way, because so many of you have given so much and have had fun giving so much for others in the world for free, sharing your opinions and remembering it's sharpening the saw. And I appreciate every effort. I appreciate all the kind words that you guys give me. I appreciate and love and respect so many of you in this group. I appreciate the value exchange that you give everybody, the posts that you make for us. Robert Laws, thank you for your work. Robert C. Stern, thank you for your work. Stephen, thank you for your work. And Robin and Karen and blah, blah, blah. And Barb, thank you for your work as well. I love that. Looking forward to seeing and contributing. Thank you, Ryan. Nice to see you on, buddy. I was wondering where you've been at. I'm glad you're here. Yes, it's going to be moving forward in a great way. And yeah, let's enjoy the ride. Tomorrow, Brian G. Johnson. You do not want to miss him. If you're looking for how to make income online, if you're looking about how to grow a thriving community, I mean, his Facebook group probably has close to 20,000 people in it. He's got hundreds of thousands, won YouTube awards. He's talked on the biggest stages in the world about how to grow YouTube channels, and he's going to be here tomorrow. He's going to be here for free, telling you how you can do this too, how you can get all the most out of them. You know, we have a lot of people that come and serve us very well on our Wednesday welcome. And I want you guys to be there. Please don't miss this. It is so important to know how to do this. And the future is all about income online, all about online communities, all about that. And he's going to share with you how to do it. Appreciate your time, said Stephen. Thank you. I appreciate you so too much. I love you all. I hug you all. Thank you for letting me make these announcements, and let's enjoy the ride. All right, here we go. Mwah! I'll see you guys tomorrow.